a growing discontent that you're constantly in each other's way. Rivalries are built when teams consistently meet when there is something on the line, and that is what has happened with these two. And I'll tell you, we get to sit back and enjoy it, Kevin.
When you played, Doris, were those the most fun games for you as a player?
No doubt. No doubt. You wanted to beat that team that was always standing in your way, so that in the summertime you had a little bragging right.
Here's Booker after the made shot from Jonas Valanciunas. Warren, good.
Well, T.J. Warren, the catch-and-shoot jumper is pure.
ABC passes to Jackson. Shoots over Warren. Kicks it out to Bradley. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Valanciunas. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
But Kevin, this guy's been adept at finding ways to finish inside. Jonas Valanciunas doesn't miss many of these chances. Given an opportunity, he'll deliver.
Count that bucket. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. ABC passes to Jackson. It's stolen by Johnson. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
1:52 left in the first quarter of the game.
And Tyler Johnson, undrafted out of Fresno State back in 2014. One of those lunch pail players. Didn't take him long to make his mark in the NBA.
Count that one.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And here's Booker from the arc. It's not going to go for him. Bradley with some nice D. For Memphis, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Here's ABC. They get it back. Valanciunas finds Bradley, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
And that's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Ivan Rabb comes in for Jackson. Parsons checked in for Crowder. And it's DeLon Wright in for ABC.
Just such strength on these finishes. When you foul Ayton, you really have to hit him to prevent the basket.
And DeAndre Ayton, yet another 7-footer who can stretch the floor.
Yeah, length and great shooting are in vogue right now, and Ayton gives you both. Can hit from mid-range, long range, the charity stripe. But what makes him really special, the added ability to score with his back to the basket at a high level.
And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however.
Well, Kevin, how about the remarkable improvement of Avery Bradley over time? Once strictly a dominant defender, this guy can make threes. He can drive the lane. There isn't an aspect of the game where he hasn't grown.
That bucket in no time at all. Booker's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Bradley kicks to Ram. Got a hand on it.
Boy, T.J. Warren showing some activity on the defensive end. Great timing on that block.
Noah in the post. Second chance shot. First basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Suns leading by 3. Here's Ayton. And Wright pulls it down. The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. And there's the pass to Noah. And stolen by Ayton. An even 3-on-3 break. Lob pass to Warren. And Booker kicks to Ayton. The Suns shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. At the line for your Suns. Free throw good, Booker.
Boy, talk about a guy you don't want to send to the line. Booker already one of the game's better free throw shooters.
That shot is off. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Suns ahead, up by 4. And the second quarter about to... From undrafted to $50 million man, Tyler Johnson.
I think when I finally heard that number, when they put the offer sheet on there.
And credit Johnson's work ethic, Greg, putting himself in position to earn that big payday.
Great to see an underdog make it, and that's the kind of contract that truly changes your life forever.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
I'll tell you, they've simply been more assertive in the open floor. They're leaking out early, converting with confidence.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. White is out there with Avery Bradley. Then there's Noah. Then there's Chandler Parsons. And it's Rhea in at the 4 spot. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Devin Booker is a 20-point-per-game scorer since his second season in the league. And he knows you have to have confidence to be a great shooter. He said, know the work you put in, trust your game. Just because you miss shots, you can't doubt yourself. They're supposed to fall, and they will if you keep shooting. Kevin?
Next shot mentality for sure. Thanks, D.A.
You know, part of what you love about Joakim Noah is his leadership ability. He inspires his teammates to raise their level with the way he plays.
ABC's checked in for Bradley. And here's Booker from the arc. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 5 assists in the game.
You know, building up confidence as the game goes on. Hit one from behind the arc in the opening period, 2 here in the second.
And it's Warren with the ball for the Suns. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. You know, Doris, there's a lot to like about T.J. Warren's game, especially on the offensive end.
You're right. He's resourceful. He's versatile. There's enough size there to challenge you on the interior. He's worked on that perimeter skill. Just one of the guys who naturally knows how to score.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Booker. Again, the miss by Booker.
Boy, I'll tell you, he has plenty of space, but it looked like a little bit of a hitch in that release.
Here's Rab. He's covered by Warren. Rab, that's good.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And here's Booker from the arc. Trains the three-pointer. Booker's got 13.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Right, the pass to Rab. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. T.J. Warren picks one up. Out of offenses, Doris, initiate that high pick-and-roll offense, which is so fun to watch. Which ball handlers do you want running that play for you if you were on the sideline?
Come on now, there are some master manipulators in the pick-and-roll. Let's begin with the great James Harden. We'll begin with his teammate Chris Paul. Steph Curry. You give Steph Curry options to read in the pick-and-roll, he's going to make the right choice. There are a lot of guys who can manipulate the defense in a pick-and-roll, but those 3 are at the top of my list.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Doris, when you think about Devin Booker, you have to think about the 70 points he dropped on the Celtics that one night.
Woo, what a special evening that was, Kevin. Most points ever for a Phoenix Suns player. Most points ever scored against the Celtics. More than Wilt Chamberlain. Think about that, Kev.
And Memphis making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Inside. Here's Valanciunas. Nice D from Warren.
And look at how well the defense does to cut his path to the basket. Comes up empty on what might have been an easy play.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Wright with it. Now defended by Warren. Here's Valanciunas. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Valanciunas doesn't play a ton of minutes, Doris, but fans feel he should be playing more.
Well, there's certainly a lot to like about Valanciunas' game. And how about last season? Because the NBA is changing, he can now step beyond the three-point arc and make those shots consistently. That will elevate his position and standing.
Well, last season we saw Valanciunas start to step out a bit with his shot.
You know, started taking about 1-3 a game, and you wonder if he's geared up to act more like a stretch 5 over the next part of his career. He's always had a great touch from the line and mid-range. Now, that just seems like a natural progression.
And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That is his first foul of the game. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter.
And thought that pass was going to get through, but no. All of a sudden, he was going the other way with the basketball.
And Kevin, how about Crowder's ability to start their offense with his defense? He's always keeping his hands moving.
Booker with it. Now guarded by Crowder. Outside Jackson. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Suns lead by 4.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Valanciunas. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup. Valanciunas has got 6 in the quarter.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Booker the pass to Melton. And his first shot of the game, no good. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. To the wing right side. Now Valanciunas. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it's good to have you back. You're watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. This right here is Kenny the Jet Smith. This right here is Shaquille O'Neal. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They saw their lead grow to a high water mark of 5 in the period. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction of the lead they held at the end of the first, as they're now ahead by 2 points at the half. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
They were really efficient on offense. Shared the basketball well, great shot selection. That accounted for a high field goal percentage in the first half.
Shaq, your take on Memphis.
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and they helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
And that's good.
The streets around this beautiful arena in downtown Phoenix, the home of the Suns. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, what a shot in the arm he gave them in that first half. The 3-ball just kept falling.
Yeah, Greg, this guy phenomenal from distance, dropping in 3 after 3 after 3, and the defense has got to make an adjustment.
They've got Jimmer Fredette. Jackson is out there with Bender. Then there's Richaun Holmes, and it's Bridges in at the 2. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. The Suns coach Igor Kokoshkov has coached Slovenia to the 2017 Eurobasket title. Doris, the country's first ever European title. It certainly helped put his name on the map.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin. This young man has had great success internationally and as an NBA assistant. And how about Kokoshkov, a homecoming in Phoenix? He and his family have maintained a house there for over a decade. Boy, all sorts of space around him. If he can't hit those, the defense not going to worry too much about him.
Here's ABC. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Valanciunas, good.
Well, he's taking a lot of pressure off the other players right now with how well he's shooting it.
And Holmes throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
And the wide open shot from Crowder. Here's Valanciunas. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And look at it, a significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
And Holmes throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Three-pointer, Crowder hits it from three-point range. Crowder's got 5 now.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
14 feet away, pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way.
Great beginning to this second half. Now 3 for 4 from the field.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. They grab their own miss. Second chance shot, and Valanciunas with the layup. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 3 now for Memphis.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Bridges kicks to Jackson. In the corner, it's Crawford. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And the Grizzlies leading by 3.
Well, you talk about the lockdown individual defenders in this league. Forget about Avery Bradley. That's been his calling card from the moment he set foot in the league.
Phoenix has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots, 6 of 13. And Greg, for Bradley, there's some disconnect as far as his defensive impact. You know, the numbers guys will say it doesn't quite match up to his reputation.
Yeah, I mean, more impactful as an on-ball defender than he is as, say, a help defender. Probably a little undersized for an off guard, but his commitment, no doubt, is off the charts.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Joakim Noah's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Rab comes in for Jackson. Parsons checked in for Crowder, and it's Wright in for ABC. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Wright, the pass to Rab. Parsons on the wing, guarded by Jackson. Bradley, no one around him. Kicks it out to Parsons. This is his first free throw of the game.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season. And Chandler Parsons, a player who's just had some bad luck with injury. Yeah, you think back to when he was at full health and how impactful of a player he was. Still working to get back to that level, but it's been a long journey for Parsons.
Roggenbender, he's checked in for Phoenix. Ayton, he's checked in for the Suns. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
I think sometimes that's all it takes, right? We'll see if it helps them moving forward in this one.
He's off on the second.
I tell you, for such a tremendous jump shooter, Parsons has been surprisingly average at the line.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for Memphis. The lead is 2. Down low and stolen by Ayton. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Bridges misses.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
Crawford against Bradley. Outside Jackson. Buries it from three-point range. Jackson's got 6.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
It really is, Greg. These squads are evenly matched. They are going at it right now.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Suns lead by 1. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Bradley is out there with Wright. Then there's Chandler Parsons. Then there's Noah. And it's Rea in at the fourth. Here's Wright. Parsons on the wing. The 9-foot shot. Rebound by the Suns. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Goes up to the stripe. A nice shot by Booker. And the Suns lead by 5.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Parsons' shot is off.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously cold right now, but he's trying to find that rhythm. You've got to keep working.
Fruitful possession, just doing what they can to extend the lead.
Well, this is a perfect example of how you want to run your offense. Disciplined but determined. Nice possession, Greg.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Well, doors for Kelly Oubre to maximize his potential in this league. The jump shot will be key.
Right, Kevin, and there are positive signs where Kelly Oubre and his long-range shooting are concerned. His usage and efficiency have both gone up over the last couple of years. He's also been more aggressive on the offensive end, spending more time at the free throw line, and you would expect that with the level of athleticism he brings.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard J.B. Bickerstaff talking with his team. Told him, hey, stick with what's working. He said they're giving us all the room we need to get easy looks in the paint. Let's keep working the ball inside. Guys, back to you.
And here's Booker from the arc. Bradley with some nice D. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Jackson dishes to Crowder. Pass to Valanciunas. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Got a piece of it, and they're able to recover. Poke loose, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. .157 left in the fourth quarter. And the foul on Tyler Johnson. That's his first foul. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Three-pointer, Crowder, and it's denied. And they're running. Here's Booker. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's ABC. The Grizzlies with another miss. Phoenix leading by 6. Warren finds Johnson. Fires for 3. Kept alive. Here's Booker. Second chance shot, and it's good on the layup. Booker's got 19 points.
Well, it's encouraging to me that Devin Booker is willing to mix it up on the glass. How about that offensive board? Pretty.
It's stolen by Valanciunas. 1:14 left in the fourth. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Valanciunas has got 12 points here in the second half.
Boy, Kevin, what a game it's been for Jonas Valanciunas. It hasn't mattered what the defense has thrown at him. He's continued to deliver on the offensive end.
Here's ABC. Kicks it to Valanciunas. And stolen by Ayton. From deep three-point range. No good from Booker.
Can't waste a second now. And even then, there's still little chance.
No, exactly. They've got to act quickly. They don't have a ton of time to work with.
ABC passes to Valanciunas. Yes!
Wow, stepping up in critical moments. Jonas Valanciunas late in the ball game, not shying away from the pressure.
This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Booker. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Crowder. Timeout called. The Grizzlies. They're trailing by 4. 11 seconds left to play here in the fourth. For our Jordan Player of the Game, Devin Booker.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Parsons on the wing. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
And Parsons so confident. He loves these moments.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They trail by 1. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And they've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick, but it doesn't have to be a heave. You can still catch, turn, and shoot. They've got one shot at it here, obviously. It's a make or break situation.
The win. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so it's Phoenix who scraped by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times